Have you ever noticed that most of the people one meets around here are from some other where, as Romeo would say? I was made aware of this 40 years ago at the Unitarian Church over there on Franklin Street, where I was the only native-born San Franciscan at an event packed with scores and scores of people. Why, even Joel is from some other where. He's from Illinois by way of Massachusetts. I first drew breath right over there in Children's Hospital, not called that anymore, is it? Over there on California Street, and was taken home to a house over there, no longer standing, at 21st and Cap Streets. Okay, so I'm a native. This next song was a big hit when we were, 12 or 13 years old. It had been a campaign song for a fellow called George O'Brien, who had run for office some years earlier to protest a proposal to raise the fares on the Boston subway system, known officially as the Metropolitan Transit Authority, though generally called the M.T.A. These are the times that try men's souls. Throughout the course of our nation's history, the people of San Francisco have rallied bravely whenever the rights of man have been threatened. Today, a new crisis has arisen, or surely will arise very soon. The Bay Area Rapid Transit District, better known as BART or the BART, is attempting, or surely will attempt, to levy a burdensome tax upon the population in the form of a fare increase. Citizens, hear me out. This could happen to you. Let me tell you the story of a man named Charlie on a tragic and fateful day. He put $10 in his pocket, kissed his wife, and family went to ride underneath the bay. Well, did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate may be unlearned. He may ride forever beneath the Bay of San Francisco. He's the man who never returned. Charlie bought himself a ticket at the Glen Park station, and he changed for Lafayette. When he got there, that machine demanded $1 more. Charlie couldn't get through the day. Well, did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate may be unlearned. Poor old Charlie, he may ride forever in the streets of Berkeley. He's the man who never returned. Now all night long, Charlie rides through the stations crying, what will become of me? How can I afford to see my sister in Milpitas or my cousin in Daly City? Well, did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate may be unlearned. Shame and scandal, he may ride forever beneath the streets of San Francisco. He's the man who never returned. Now Charlie's wife goes down to the Powell Street station every day at 2:15. And through the open window she hands Charlie a sandwich as the... Even as 12 and 13-year-olds, we knew there was something fishy going on here. Charlie's wife went to the station every day, gave him a sandwich, when she could just as easily have given him the extra fare. But she never gave him the money. And through the open window she hands Charlie a sandwich as the train comes rumbling through. Well, did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate Don't you think it's a scandal how the people have to pay and pay and pay and pay? Fight the fare increase! Vote for PickleweedPaul! Get poor Charlie off the BART, or else he'll never return, no, he'll never return, and his fate will be unknown. Hi-yo, Silver, he may ride forever neath the Bay of San Francisco. He's the man who never returned. He's the man who never returned. He's the man who never returned. Thank you. Now, tomorrow is November 10th, and on November 10th in 1975, a huge storm swept across the Great Lakes, sinking without a trace one of the largest freighters ever to sail on the lakes. A Canadian songwriter wrote a famous song about it, had to change it many years later after the wreck was found and his suppositions turned out to be incorrect. Of course, I have changed it even more. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of a big lake they call Fitzgerald. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald laid empty. That good ship and crew was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. It was the pride of the American side, coming out of a mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, she was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple steel firms when she left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night, when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late, breakfast had to wait, when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, there was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck, said, "Fellas, it's still too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. it grew dark. It was then he said, "Fellas, it's been good to know you." The captain wired in there was water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? Researchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, they might have capsized, they may have broke deep and took water. All that remains are the faces and the names of the wives, the sons, and the daughters. In a musty old hole in Detroit they prayed, in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times, 29 men on the Edmund Fitzgerald. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice-water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen, and further below Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down, of a big lake they called Gitche-Gumee. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? When the waves turn the minutes to hours. When the waves turn the minutes to hours, the legend is old. Thank you. Now you see why I sat down. The very first professional songwriter born in America was Stephen Collins Foster. He was born on the 4th of July in 1826. This is a variation on what is probably his most famous song. Well, I came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Came to San Francisco, my true love for the sea. It rained all night the day I left, the weather it was dry. Sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, do not cry for me. I came to San Francisco with a banjo on my knee. I had a dream the other night when everything was still. When I saw Susanna coming down Potrero Hill. A sourdough crust was in her mouth and a tear in her eye. Says I came here from the South. Susanna, don't you cry. Come on, everybody. Oh, Susanna, do not cry for me. I came to San Francisco with a banjo on my knee. Now here I am at the Bandshell, looking all around. And when I find Susanna, I'll fall down on the ground. But if I do not find her, I think I'll surely die. And when I'm dead and buried, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, do not cry for me. I came to San Francisco with a banjo on my knee. Everybody, one more time. Oh, Susanna, do not cry for me. I came to San Francisco with a banjo on my knee. Oh, thank you.